'Twas the night before Dad's flight. Right? With us?
From Egypt?
Nope. Undefined. So what we're going to do is William's going to hand you cards, and then you'll say it right when he hands it to you. Okay. 'Twas the night before Dad's flight, when all through the house not a soul could be sleeping for hearing Dad grouse. Bippy was hung by the front door with care. He'd prepared early, certain life wasn't fair. At last he got nestled all snug in his bed, while visions of travesty danced in his head. Traffic, construction, no gas in the car, a ticket forgotten, an outbreak of war. After hours of mulling and war games galore, he drifted to sleep. The hour was 4. Then out on the lawn, someone fell off a ladder. The cat jumped on his head. Barkley got madder and madder.
The Russians are coming.
He cried out to old Yarky.
Let's get up and put an end to this malarkey.
Asleep only minutes, he lumbered from bed, certain the best sleep was a boon for the dead. After calming the mayhem from sleep now bereft, he grumbled and mumbled and got up and left.
Oh, you can't go unless you go. No, 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 no.
He sung, then hastened to flee and did so with glee before the telephone rung. Like a mad herd of turtles, he stormed out the door, leaving at 5 in the morning to catch his plane by 4. When what to his wondering eyes should appear on the roof of his car but a goat and 2 reindeer. Ready for battle, he gave them a jab, but when they fought back, he called for a cab. 2 hours later, the cabbie pulled in. "It's $95, he said with a grin.
Figures.
Dad answered.
The airport's not far. Just do me a favor and don't wreck the car.
With that little old driver, neither lively nor quick, Dad set out in fog that was tremendously thick. Though the drive was merely an hour or so, 3 hours later, they had miles to go. The cabbie then stopped, saying, "That's not my district,"
Of course.
replied Dad.
There's always a trick.
Lugging his bags, he'd now walk 5 miles,
But at least I've got hours.
he said with a smile. A bundle of bags he flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler carrying his pack. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow.
Here I can smoke my pipe without causing a row.
But miles away, someone called in the cops. "That secondhand smoke has just got to stop!" To serve and protect all those who complain, they ticketed Dad while he limped in the rain. A desolate scene, not a tree, rock, or bat. Still, he tripped on a stray.
Out of my way, cat.
Somehow he managed to get there by noon, 4 hours early, not a moment too soon. But oh, what a sight, oh, what a pity. Between he and the gate stood an entire city, and they just wouldn't move while he tried to trudge. He cried,
E.
but no one would budge. You have to do it. We need you on record. But no one would budge. With an hour to go, he filled out new tags and was detained by security for the pen in his bags. Then, tired and grumpy, he came to the gate. At 1 minute early, he was almost too late. With seconds to board, feeling desperately trapped, he fought off a sneeze.
I just don't have time for that.
The plane was near empty. He could put up his feet.
But no.
A little old lady stretched out on his seat. So weary and cramped, he sat there upright, not one wink of shut-eye, the whole miserable flight. When he finally arrived, no one was there. The age of cell phones, but nobody cared. Another cab later, $200 more, he stood at a locked, unanswered door. Dad's party was canceled. But he wasn't told.
No one tells me anything.
He yelled with a scold.
Everything's a secret.
From morn until night.
Unless you have nothing to say, your lips are shut tight.
So why the debacle? Why could no one make it? Years of advice, but we wouldn't take it. Farnsworth and Truck Boy, the Bishop of Peru, Brats 1, 2, 3, 4, and Little Miss Funnybutt too. We all lived so close but couldn't get out the door with phone calls, lost keys, makeup, and more.
Remember your prime directive.
He grumbled and cursed.
Things only go well when expecting the worst.
Totally bewildered, his efforts for naught.
You all ought to be drug out into the street and shot.
There was worse news yet, we said with a frown. Despite all your warnings, we burned the house down. Then in total despair, Dad said nice and slow,
I tried to tell you, but would you listen? No.
happy 70th, Dad. We give up the fight. Happy birthday from all, and from all, a good were right.
Oh, you were right.
Nobody's fault but your own.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Well, thank you very much. You said a couple things in there. You said something was a boon.
Yeah, sleep.
Yeah, in my freshman year in high school, I wrote something that had the word boon in it, and the English teacher, a brother, marked my grade down because he said there was no such word as boon. That's my English teacher.
Wow. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, there was something else in there I was going to point out too, and I forgot. That's the old age thing creeping in. I had like 3 things, and I could, by the time we got to the end, I remember 1. Oh well.
Well, it'll come to you.
All right.
4 in the morning when you're playing the war games.
Yeah. Shut that thing off.